Hello, Ineffable Being. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful, magical day. I want to tell you that you are a genius. You are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. So, today we're going to talk about passion and how to find your passion in life. What I want to start with first is tell you what my definition of passion is. Passion is energy in motion. How does this make sense? Well, let's say I'm passionate about a certain girl. Well, the actions that I do, I'm probably going to wake up and make sure I do my hair before going to work, going to the university, going to school. If I am passionate about a woman, then I'm probably going to dress in a certain way that I believe she's going to reciprocate with in the way that I want her to for my best interest. If I am passionate about a person, well, I'm going to probably get them a Starbucks or get them something so they can acknowledge, so they can see me how I want them to see me. So again, all of these things, I am moving. It's energy in motion. Let's talk about money. A lot of us can be passionate about money. To a certain degree, I myself am passionate about money. There's no problem about that. So, what are the characteristics of someone that is passionate about money? Well, perhaps you're hardworking. We're gonna first talk about, the asset, the person that's an asset to society. Because there's two sides. So perhaps you're hardworking and you have a couple jobs. You're an entrepreneur. You're investing your money. You're receiving more, you're investigating how to receive more streams of income. You're money oriented. You probably think about saving. You're looking for mentors. You're looking for ways to make more money and monetize yourself. Now, of course, there's, some people on the planet, and, bless their souls as well, that perhaps, they're very passionate about money, but perhaps they try to cut corners in society, or they try to delude others in lieu of expanding their coffers. Isn't that so? And what about health? I love health. I'm actually almost a raw vegan, but I'm 100% vegan. And, this is one of my passions, and I see myself lighting up just talking about it. That's probably where all the light comes from. All the green and phytonutrients that I consume all the time. But really, passionate about health. Well, you're going to consume information that is health oriented. You're going to be more conscious. You're probably going to be one of those people, right, that we talk about, oh, he reads the label. Now, that's not me. Because if you're vegan, you just eat vegetables and fruits. Like, you're pretty set. You don't have to worry about anything. But really, being passionate about health. And there's not just what you consume through your mouth. What about your muscles, right? Part of health, you gotta be working out, you gotta walk, you gotta jog, you gotta run. And then what about mental health, right? So we're gonna probably look at people practicing how to stay in an emotionally uplifting environment for themselves. So the definition that I have for passion is actually one that comes from emotion. Readily I see on the internet, and I'm not sure where I first heard it, but I know that, at least my take from my experiences, emotion means energy in motion. We are a chemical being. The basis of human life is chemical. So to understand this better, if we look at your chemistry when you're upset, let's say you're sad, your chemistry is going to look a certain way. Let's take your chemistry, let's take your body, and let's look at your chemistry when you're happy. Your chemistry is going to look a lot different than whenever you're sad. Now, let's look at your chemistry when you're feeling fear. It's going to look in a distinct way. Also, whenever you're feeling ecstatic states of being, your chemistry is going to be different. So the foundation of human life is chemical. And based on your energy, your emotion, you're going to act differently in your world, right? So we look at somebody that's really upset, and they're probably, slouched down. They can't get up off this chair. But whenever you're happy, you're jumping off the walls, and you can bend over backwards to do whatever you want to do. So passion We understand what it is. Like fundamentally, logically, the left side of the brain understands it, correct? And it's very closely related to emotion. But we can agree logically that a passion is something that I am overly emotional about. Now, again, this can go both sides. We can be passionate about negative things that bring harm, downregulate genes, create mental illness, and so forth and so on. And there's just like the very normal, mundane things like your partner, your job, and all of these things. And to any extent, whether it's good or bad, it might flip on you. So, passion is just something that you're overly emotional about. And now that we understand what it is, how do we find it? Well, the reason that I start any discussion with understanding the basis of it is so we can literally look at it like, okay, so let's look at my emotions. What do I want to invest my emotions on? Do I want to invest my time, my energy, this body that is going to supposed to build me a house and a kingdom and a dynasty if I want, or just create loving, amazing relationships? What do I want to invest my time in? And this is where we should start. Now, this isn't the, one pill fix all solution for passion and finding your passion. But the couple of little things I'm going to place in front of you, I know that they've helped me and they've helped a number of other people. And we can logically make sense of this. But beyond that, if we emotionally make sense of it and logically, well, the answer is pretty good, right? I mean, we only have two hemispheres. We only have a logical and an emotional and intuitive side. And if your passion makes sense to both sides, then hey, go for it. Whatever it may be. Record videos every single day like me, or get into the corporate world, or hope to be a striving musician. You want a Grammy, you want an Oscar, you want to be in the flat screen. Amazing. Logically make sense of it, and then emotionally cultivate an emotion towards it. So to find your passion, I invite you to sit down and think very logically at what you are considering to be passionate about, whatever it may be. And ask yourself some critical questions like, is this something that I can physically do every single day? All of my passions, I do them every single day. And they're not even work. Recording videos, having time with my community, giving master classes and personal trainings, that's not work. I'm passionate. I have the same energy that you see today. So find something that you could do every single day. And it should be effortless. You shouldn't be like, nah, I gotta go read, or oh no. No, come on. If you're passionate about it, then by all means, by all intelligence, you should just effortlessly do it. Like Cinderella. Bapa-da-tea, baba-da-too. That is what is a passion. That's the way I look at it. And it makes a lot of sense to me because it makes sense to my rational mind. Can I continue what is my passion every single day without having the circumstances, if they don't play out the way I want, am I going to stop? Because a lot of us think we're passionate about singing or being an entrepreneur or playing a sport, but the moment that we make B team, or the moment that we don't get the views we wanted, or the moment we get rejected, what do? We go back to the drawing board. Why? Why do we go back to the drawing board? Why do we close our business? Why do we say, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to close shop and I'm going to go back to working for someone? Why? If you were so passionate about it, if that was your passion, if you want to be an artist, a singer, a painter, and you're passionate about it, and you do it for a year, a year is a pretty good time, right? But then you stop because you didn't get the results you thought you were going to expect. Well, it's a clear indication that you weren't passionate about it, or at least not passionate enough. Or, and what we find a lot of the times, is that your ideas of what you're passionate about comes from your unconscious. Now, we're not going to get into unconscious or conscious, but simply put, you were given the idea. So you didn't create that yet. You didn't analytically tell yourself, hey, I want to be a baker because I like to bake, and people have told me I make really good cakes and cookies and desserts. So I'm going to fulfill this and I'm going to see how far it goes. And independent of what happens, I'm going to continue because I like it, and people like the results of my baking, and that's what I'm going to do. So to find your passion, understand what it is literally. It is something that has more emotion for you, not for me or your mom or your dad, for you. And then give out a list, make a list of things. You might have 10 things on your list that you believe you're passionate about. And then start breaking them down. Why are you passionate about this? Is it a passion that you find exhilarating, that you find interesting? Or is it something that you've done your whole life? Some of us grow up playing the piano since we were 2 or 5 years old. By the time we're 18 years old, people ask us, hey, what are your hobbies? What are your passions? And a lot of people are like, oh, I like playing the piano. But do you? Hey, I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm just saying, do you? Or is this just something that you've done your whole life, that now it's so easy and you're good at it, and it gives you a certain level of empowerment, so you just adopt it and you call it a passion. So you gotta be honest with yourself. Look at these things, look at your life and decide, what can you do every single day? When you have your list, then start branching out and say, what do you want to come out of this? What is the purpose of this? Is this something that I'm going to do every day? Is this something that's going to create money? Is this something that is just going to be something small for myself, something personal? Because there's different degrees to passions, right? My passion is to raise the collective consciousness. Well, there's 7 billion people on the planet. Like, my purpose is kind of big. My passion is pretty damn big. But I have smaller ones that don't have anything to do with you, like being vegan. But you know what? I still put 100% into that dimension, even though it's small. It's not going to affect you or my parents. It's only for me, but I love it, and it is my passion. And then after you decide your list, try to narrow it down. Try to narrow it down to a list that you can actively partake in the creation of this passion every single day. And then dive deep into your passion. And that's when the world opens up to you, because you have already established that you love this and that you're going to do this, rain or shine, sunshine, independent of the results you receive. So then what? Then you become a master in your passion. Then you read medical journals, scientific journals. You look at mentors, you read books, you read magazines, you associate yourself with people that are in that field that you are passionate about, and then you become a master. And all that's left to do is just continue to love what you believe you love and to fuel it with more love and emotion. And let's remember, emotion and passion mean energy in motion. Ineffable beings, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please put down in the comments, did you receive value from this video or did you not receive value? I'd like to read the comments, and put down there, what topics would you like for me to cover in the future? Also, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I hope to see you on the side of light. Goodbye.